What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for advanced micro devices with the ticker symbol AMD. This was a viewer's request, and thank you for your donation. I will first go over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So here I have the daily chart for AMD, and the first thing that stands out to me is that prices made two legs up. So hopefully you guys can see that too. So we had one leg up right here, an impulse, a correction. After the correction, the market started the second impulse, and it was practically just met. So right at this end of the impulse, why are we seeing all these big red bars form? Because again, these measure move targets are very important. So the measure move target was met, so I'll mark that was a horizontal line. And you can see that when prices were trending up, it was inside of this channel right over here. So it was inside of this uptrend channel, and then all of a sudden prices overshot the channel, which leads to a breakout on the opposite side and sometimes even marks a top. But then looks like the bulls tried one more time to surpass the previous high, and it failed. So there was basically a double top that occurred at the measure move target. So we had resistance, overshoot of the channel, and then basically a double top shortly after. So this is one high, second test, so double top. So in an uptrend, you want to see consecutive higher highs and higher lows. So in the past, you can see there was this high right here surpassing the previous high by a large amount. This high right here surpassing the previous high by a large amount. Now look at this high right over here. So I'll go and circle it right now. So this high right over here was barely surpassed. So you can see the bar barely surpassed it. So this is basically just a double top. It's not perfect. Market is not perfect, but this is basically a double top pattern at a measure move target with an overshoot of the channel. So this is even with the huge gap right here. So this empty space was no trading. The bulls just gapped over this price level. So a lot of shorts were trapped here, and they were able to gap up the price. And a lot of times these gaps will be filled once prices start trending towards it. So it looks like price is starting to trend towards it. We do have this little range pattern in play. So I wouldn't say we're gonna get there for sure. But if we do, then this gap will be filled, and prices could potentially pull back to the $100 round nice psychological number. So you see this $100 level was previous resistance right here, resistance. Price broke through it, but it didn't confirm it as support. So it could be coming back to confirm it as support. We'll have to wait and see. Either way, I'm expecting a pullback. A lot of these tech stocks look topped out. They're looking like they have these reversal patterns in play. Like I said before, I'm not saying this is a top, like we're going to come back down to the lows, like the $50 level, but I'm saying this is setting up to be a correction. Just like if I looked at the past right here, over here, I would be saying this is setting up to be a correction, and you can see shortly after, it led to a correction. Because it was overextended from the EMA, overextended from the EMA, overextended from the EMA. A lot of times, look at all the red circles. When prices were overextended from the EMA, it pulled back to it, even dropped below it. What do you think we're getting right now? We're overextended from EMA. We're probably going to pull back to it, which we just did, and probably even go below it. So the $100 level looks like the most likely area the price wants to reach to. And we'll see if we can get there. But either way, this is still a bull market. It looks like prices are wanting to continue pushing up higher. I'm just expecting a pullback before we go up higher. Either way, don't be surprised if we don't even pull back this far and we just go higher, because that is the uptrend in play. That is the overall bias is still up. I'm just saying it looks like it's just due for a correction. So here we have the weekly chart, and overall still pretty bullish. You can see that prices were previously in this downtrend. Looks like the downtrend has played out because price could not make a new low. So this was a low, price made another low, a newer low, but then price made this level right here, not surpassing the previous low, and then the next consecutive lows were just higher and higher. So this is a reversal sign, and we got back above the previous high too. So again, it looks like the price is reversing. This looks like a bull trend, and we're probably going to go back up to the all-time highs, because that's a key level that all traders are looking at. It's just an obvious area on the chart, the all-time highs. Looks like prices are reversing towards there. I'm just saying we're going to get a pullback because we're severely overextended. We just had a rush up. You can see this green bar right here. This is significant. When you see a very large bar like this is the largest green bar in this entire uptrend. So that's not a good sign, because after that measure move target and being this extended from the EMA, seeing a large green bar with no follow through is a clue that prices is probably going to dump. So usually these are just fake outs, a fake breakout, or at least a breakout where price is going to take back most of the gains. So this green bar might be entirely taken out, and if it's entirely taken out, price would need to come back to the 103 level. And there's a clue for that being taken out because it's like I said before, we can't make a new high. It's a double top, and we're far away from the EMA. So again, these are signs telling me that we can pull back. Just being far away from the EMA is not enough, but when you have a double top and the measure move target, again, that's a very high probability that prices are going to pull back. So I'm looking for that $100 level for AMD because that's where the EMA is, that's where the breakout is, and that's where this entire green bar will be taken out. But again, like I said before, this is still an uptrend, so a lot of times these pullbacks don't really go to the level you think, so we can maybe just pull back to the 108 level, 110 level, and then continue trending higher. But either way, I'd be still expecting prices to continue trending higher because it looks like the uptrend has resumed. Because AMD was in a prior uptrend, it went in a downtrend. Now it looks like it's back in an uptrend. So this is looking pretty good to the upside. If we continue trending higher, where are we going? I'll use a measure move target. So we had this huge impulse up, about a 50% retracement, and then the next impulse can start from there, and it's targeting the 210 level. So that would be the trend or the target for AMD after this pullback. Or even if we don't get that pullback, probably the all-time highs and then possibly the 210 level. We'll see if we can get there. I mean, this stock, it looks like it likes to do these exponential moves up. And like even the market itself, the entire market is in a bubble. So a lot of bubbles, you'll see a huge move up and then you see a huge move down. But a lot of times that is just a resting point for another huge pump up. So a lot of times these bubbles have these huge boom and busts. Eventually, when it goes parabolic, it's just hard to say where the top is because a lot of times, you look at this chart and it looks like it's parabolic, but right now, it might be just doing another parabolic move up too, another exponential move up higher. So it could be setting up to do that. So it might reach that 210 level sooner than we think. We'll have to wait and see. But as right now, let's see where this pullback goes to. I'm expecting a pullback, and then it should find support for continuation towards the upside. So that's all I have for AMD this week. Thank you for your donation, and this is Vee Trades. Thank you for your time. The Vee Trades technical analysis course is now live. Learn to read the chart the right way to prevent costly mistakes. Click the link below to start training now.